How everybody feeling today? I am your host, Deem. Y'all already know what this is. Deem by any means. Rest in peace to Malcolm X. Hey y'all, I want to talk about some things that we have seen in boxing over the last year. 2023 has been one of the best years in boxing and probably the last 15, probably like the good last 15 years. And I'm very, very excited to say that. I'm happy about that. And I'm really looking forward for 2024, the Amazon Prime deal, and etc. I wanted to talk about how Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia have changed boxing. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you watching this, I advise you to go check out Ryan Garcia press conference with Oscar Duarte. I will be giving a prediction for that fight. Ryan Garcia has just shattered the mold. Ryan Garcia has just shattered the mold. And ever since him and Gervonta Davis have fought, we've noticed an uptick in us getting good fights, good cards. It seems like everybody's been putting their foot on the gas. For Ryan to do what he did with Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins on national TV in front of everybody to see, for him to stand on this square and stand up for himself, you don't see that from boxers. And I think that we are coming to an end of where the promotional companies think that they run things and that we talk about the face of boxing and the A side, B side, but I truly believe now that the fighters are becoming the A side when it comes to these promotional companies. Ryan Garcia did something. Ryan Garcia did something that most people would never do. And I got to give that man his credit. He was a man about it. He stood up on his square right while they was there, right in front of their faces. I'm just being real, y'all. I got to respect that. Right in front of their faces, I got to respect that. Ryan Garcia said what needed to be said. He stood on this square, and ever since him and Tank, everybody else has been looking for opportunities. Everybody else has been moving very differently. Fighters have become more business savvy, and we have been seeing promotional companies in certain places put an uptick on the fights because now everybody want the bag, and the consumer, us, we basically telling them, listen, we not paying for no BS. We want good fights, and if y'all not going to give it to us, then we'll wait till we get a Ryan and Tank, something we do want to fight, see, and we going to spend our money on that. Gervonta Davis is changing the mold right now. The fact that he told the WBA, I don't want that super title. He is showing you that these belts that everybody keep talking about don't mean anything no more. Not for real, for real. They don't mean more than actually making good fights. People don't care about mandatories and who this, that, and that person is if it's somebody that they don't want to see the champion go up against. And just because you're the champion, it don't mean that you're going to be the most popular person. Back in the day, when it was before it was all these belts and all these different sanctioning bodies, yes, the champion was the most popular guy because it was only one belt, one or two belts. So it wasn't all of this confusion and different rules and different stipulations or any of that. Gervonta Davis is showing you, I'm the face of boxing. I'm number one cash cow. Me and Canelo. Canelo has the belts, but we all know that Canelo took them belts and gained them belts for a marketing strategy, and also so he didn't have to fight other fighters that he probably should have been fighting. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, that's just the truth of the matter. So I really value that. And I'm happy that them two young men put on for the sport, did something that people didn't think could be done in modern time right now with all the pirating that's going on. And then for him to stand up, I haven't seen a boxer do something like that in a very long time. It's one thing for Tiafimo and them to say it in interviews when they're not around a person, but to say it right there in front of his face, I gotta give that man credit. And I'm just hoping that Ryan continue, even though he was hating on Tank recently, you know. That's why I'm glad I posted this thumbnail to show y'all how happy he was when that direct deposit hit. Nobody complains about their direct deposit. He wanted to be Tank friend after the fight. Now you coming at the guy and saying this, that, and the third. I get it. You got a fight coming up. That's what everybody do. They use Tank Davis' name to promote their fight. Have y'all noticed every fighter that fights Tank, after they fight him, they have an excuse about why they lost, but nobody has an excuse on what they direct deposit looking like? And speaking of direct deposit, hit the Cash App, y'all. Deem, $ Deem by any means. Y'all already know. I really, really appreciate it. Definitely highly appreciate it. And everybody that's been showing love, I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia have changed boxing for the better. They have changed boxing for the better. And I'm proud. I'm proud of that because I truly believe that they just started an avalanche on us getting good fights all 2024. I believe they started an avalanche on the Terrence Bud Crawford, Errol Spence thing. I believe that we've been getting all of these good fights, and we've been able to say 2023 has been such a great year because I think the promotional companies and the networks are realizing the fighters are expecting more money now. But we not getting ours on the back end because we keep putting fights together that they don't want to see. That's why you got Eddie Hearns and Bob Arum and them complaining about breaking even on certain fighters. Yeah, you're going to break even because they're not taking pennies no more. And then after everybody see what Ryan and Gervonta Davis got paid, oh, no. Every boxer around the world was, oh, no, I'm not taking that. No. You see Teofimo, ever since then, Teofimo been on his, listen here, I'm not taking that. I'm not mad at him. He's one of the best fighters in the world. He shouldn't have to. Especially when he don't even believe somebody like Ryan better than him. So no. You see Devin Haney not willing to take no less bread and do all of that. No, for what? Why I'm gonna sacrifice some bread? I'm not even a cash cow and you want me to sacrifice bread? Sorry, can't do it. Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, they have changed boxing, man. They have changed boxing. It's the reason why a lot of people want to go over to PBC. It's the reason why Ryan and De La Hoya going at it. I'm just glad that Ryan was a man about his and stood on his and for everybody to see. And I think that put out a warning to all these other promotional companies that, look, I got the power. I got the power. You don't tell me when I'm going to fight or when I ain't got to do nothing. You see what Devin Haney did. We gonna sign a 2-fight contract, and the second contract, the second deal on the contract, somebody could buy me out if they gonna give me more bread to fight on their platform. So listen here. The boxers are getting more business savvy. They're not going to be able to keep robbing these young men the way that they were. And that's a great thing. That's a great thing, because now the promotional companies, in order for them to make the money that they want to make, they got to give us the fights that we are willing to pay for. That's just the harsh reality, y'all. They have to give us the fights that we are willing to pay for, period. Or keep breaking even or take a loss. But either way, the boxers, they're starting to know their value. And Gervonta Davis is showing with these belts, they're not willing to pay them sanctioning fees. I'm not paying you 3%, 4%, 5%. You can keep all that. I might hold on to one belt and pay that, but that little 3% for a fight, but I'm not paying 12%, 15% to hold these belts and do all nah. And if I do, I'm going to drop it immediately. So now the sanctioning bodies got to reevaluate where are they coming from and the things that they are going to allow. Why you think they've been stripping people a lot, mandating other fights a lot quicker. Not even quicker than they were supposed to. It's just that before they was taking their time. They was always supposed to do it this way. I believe they're only doing it this way because of the Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis fight. And then the Errol Spence and The Earl Spence and Bud Crawford fight, the Canelo and Jermell fight. I think that's the only reason why they doing it, because they realize unless we put these fights together that people want to see, we're going to keep losing money because the internet gets better and better and better. Different websites come out every day. And we're going to continue to take losses. The fighters aren't just signing whatever. Some fighters, Regis Prograis said he don't even have a manager. So some fighters, they can even X that part out and go directly to an Amazon Prime. Like, I'm not going to sign with you. I'm going to sign with Amazon, and we'll work out whatever network or who under whatever promotional company my opponent. No different than the way Jerron Boots Ennis was. He was signed to Showtime. He wasn't signed to PBC or a Top Rank. And when fighters start doing that, when they X out the promotional companies and go directly to the network, then, and the promotional companies don't want that, yo. They are not allowing that to happen. I promise you, they're not allowing that to happen. And ain't gonna be too many Jerron Ennises walking around here. In order, but for them to maintain of them having a presence in the culture, a presence in boxing, which they always will, is that now they're backed into a corner and they have no choice. They got to pay the $5. Well, Martin said, I ain't paying the $5. Well, now they got to pay the $5. Man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all already know what this is. Deem by any means. I appreciate every single one of y'all that be rocking with me, agree or disagree. I just appreciate you watching. Like I tell y'all all the time, I love the journey. I'm not in it to have 1 million subscribers and then start telling people how much I appreciate them. I appreciated y'all from when I had 16 subscribers to 300 and something subscribers in less than a couple weeks. We growing very, very fast, and I appreciate y'all. Get at your boy, you heard me? You already know where I ain't from. But like I said, y'all, have a blessed day. Do what y'all got to do. And shout out to Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia for putting a foot on these boxers' necks. I mean, putting their foot on these promoters' necks, and also the networks to make sure that they bringing a bag in and putting fights in that we actually want to see. I holla at y'all.